What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So I have to stress this. This is a rumor, okay? And I normally don't report rumors on my channel. However, this particular rumor is being spread or put out there, I should say, by those who seem to have some sort of knowledge and they have insider information that is credible. That doesn't mean that it's right, but this is also coming from people who were right about Joe Biden dropping out of the presidential race a few weeks back. So I'm considering the source, so I'm putting this out there. According to rumors, Kamala Harris, the presumptive and de facto Democratic nominee, will be picking Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania as her running mate in 2024. Okay. Apparently, this decision may be a couple of days away from being publicly announced, but that is pretty much a lock that it will be Josh Shapiro. Now, I do want to stress that I think there's still the possibility that she could pick Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona. Um, but Josh Shapiro makes a lot of sense. When I say it could still be Mark Kelly, it's because this has not been confirmed that it's Josh Shapiro by major news outlets nor the Harris campaign, but these are rumors from people who are in the inside in Washington politics. So that's why I'm reporting this. And that's still because it's not been confirmed. That's why I'm putting rumor in the title. And this is something else I got to say. I will, if I'm wrong about this, watch I get all these comments from people telling me how wrong I am. But when I was right about President Biden dropping out, got no credit for that. None. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. That's how it is. You know. But anyway, Josh Shapiro makes sense. He's a popular governor with an approval rating somewhere between 55 to 60%. Pennsylvania is a very pivotal swing state, and of course, this is one of the states that Donald Trump narrowly carried back in 2016. Uh, it was a bit of an upset when he won Pennsylvania. It was one of the few states that he was able to switch from Democratic to Republican in 2016. It was Pennsylvania, it was Michigan, and Wisconsin. Those were some of the key states. This was the state, remember back in 2020, this was the state that put Joe Biden over the top in the Electoral College. I think it was 2 days after Election Day when it was announced that he was the winner of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is very important. 19 electoral votes, and it could be a difference between the winner and the loser of 2024. Also, I got to say this about Josh Shapiro. Josh Shapiro is a small hat, okay? So he would be the first small hat the first small hat vice president in history if the Harris ticket is elected. Remember, Joe Lieberman came within 537 votes in Florida of becoming the first small hat vice president. Ultimately, the Gore-Lieberman ticket lost officially, although I still think that unofficially, Gore should have carried Florida by at least 15,000 votes. You know, but 22,000 votes were discarded of in Miami-Dade County that should have counted. Should have counted. Anyway, also about him being a small head. Might recall there was some anger from Israel about Kamala Harris's position on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While she condemned Hamas, she did criticize the actions of Israel. And of course, that angered some of the small heads. So Josh Shapiro being a pick would, in her mind, I guess, help to pacify some of that anger. Now, this is something that's not going to be reported by the mainstream media because they're inherently biased and they're so pro-left and so wantonly pro-left. And there's nothing wrong being pro-left. It's just that they weaponize their power. There's such a concentration of power with the mainstream media that they weaponize it and get away with it. They don't even pretend to be objective anymore. And so what they're not going to report about Josh Shapiro is that he is apparently very anti-public school. He's for private vouchers. As a matter of fact, there is a coalition of teachers who have put pressure on Harris not to pick him because of that position. He seems to be against public funding for public schools. But they're going to ignore that, though, the media. They're going to put out everything about J.D. Vance, and rightfully so. But they're going to probably ignore the mainstream media, not social media, but mainstream media is going to ignore that. Also, what they're going to ignore is Josh Shapiro took almost $300,000 of taxpayer money to help privately settle a harassment case that was levied against one of his top aides. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can find the name of that top aide. His name was or is Mike Vera. And he was accused of harassing a former female subordinate.